and welcome back to my channel this week. And today's video is going to be my college study routine and what I do when I study for a test and how I study for tests and all that fun stuff that I think everybody should know. Another thing, I am so sorry that I did not get a video uploaded last Saturday. I just had a crazy week, so I thought I'm just going to skip this week and upload next week. And so, yeah, here we are, filming a video today. I will also say, before we get into this video, is my study routine varies depending on the class, the teacher, all that fun stuff. What I'm studying for in this video is my speech exam that I have coming up. This is how I've been studying for that specific class. It will vary depending on the class, so don't think that I do this every single time for every single class and every single teacher, because I don't. Trust me. I just figure out what this teacher is expecting, who she is as a person. That can tell a lot about her tests or his tests and all that fun stuff. So, yes. Also, another thing before we get into this video, if you guys are new here and you have not already, hit that subscribe button before this intro gets over with. The button is right down here, I think, and it's big, it's red, you can't miss it. And yes, also, if you guys have not already, follow me on Twitter. My username will be on the screen right here, and it is also linked down below, so check it out. That's where you will get the most updates from me. That's where we can interact with each other. So if you have not already, follow me on there. I would really appreciate it. So yes, without further ado, let's just get on into my study routine. So my speech teacher, she is amazing. I love her. Shout out to her if she watches my videos. I don't think she does, but still. She puts an outline of the chapters we go through, and we can fill them out in class or ahead of time. I used to fill them out ahead of time, but now I've been filling them out in class as we go, because she will go through each bullet point in her lessons. And so we do that, and I think that is so amazing. It's really, 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 really helpful to me, at least. So yes, after that, the next thing I do is I go home and she gives us a review, and she tells us, like, in the review what exactly we need to know, and usually everything that's on that review is going to be on the test. So what I do is I go through and I copy and paste all the answers that I have in the outline to the review, so I have those answers. And then most of the time, I will wait to start studying until we have most of the review filled out, like most of the chapters done and over with. After that, I will divide it either chapter by chapter or like 3 sections or something to make it easy for me to study. So like I'll study the one chapter one day and I'll make sure I know those bullet points, and then I'll study the next chapter the next day and then I'll make sure I know those bullet points. And that's what I do, is I just pretty much, I make sure I understand the material, but I'm also kind of memorizing the review in a way, because a lot of times she'll have lists of things for us to remember, and what I do is I just go, okay, so this is just an example list. So I'll go like review, test, sleep, review, test, sleep, review, test, sleep, over and over and over again until I got it without looking at the answer. And I'll just keep continuing doing that so I can like lock it into my brain. They say repeating things over and over and over again helps a lot with memorization, so that's what I do. And another thing that I do to like help memorize and help keep it in my brain is I use Quizlet. I just recently started using Quizlet again. I used it in high school, and I just started using it again this entire school year. Bad, I know. But what I do is I will put pretty much the entire review onto Quizlet, so then I can go through and like push the learn button and just type in the answers, so I always have it in my head of what the answers is, and that way I can also learn if I don't understand a question. Like, it'll keep going over and over and over again until you finally have it down, and it's just really fun. You can also play different games in Quizlet if you want to. Also, by the way, this video is not sponsored by Quizlet. I just love Quizlet so much, and I think all of you guys should try it too. Yeah, so there's a bunch of games you can do on Quizlet and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that is honestly pretty much all I do for studying. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and question of the day is, what is your biggest tip for studying? Like, what is the one thing you always do when you study? No matter what class it is. Mine is probably Quizlet. As you could tell in the video, I do use Quizlet. I love Quizlet so much. I used it through high school, and I'm using it now in college. It is great. Use it if you do not already. So yes, tell me in the comments down below what your biggest tip for studying is that you always do no matter what class. I will talk to you guys next week, and I hope you guys have a good week. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye bye.